Good afternoon. Today we shall discuss about the infrared spectrum. Infrared spectrum is the region of the light which is absorbed by the molecule. Already we know that light region can be divided into different regions. One is the visible region, second is ultraviolet region, and third is infrared region. Infrared region radiation has a very low energy, high wavelength, low energy. So, when such type of radiations are absorbed by the molecule, there is only vibration in the bond. The energy required for the vibration of the bond ranges from 2 to 10 kilocalorie, and therefore the radiation required for such kind of the vibration is called as infrared vibration. Actually, just see, infrared region ranges from 12,500 centimeter inverse to 50 centimeter inverse. This is the whole region. But the useful region for a chemist is this one, 4,000 centimeter inverse to 900 centimeter inverse. This is the useful region. Here, just see, this is the middle region. This is the middle region. And this is the far IR region. In the middle region, there are two regions. One is the functional group region, and second is the fingerprint region. Actually, what happened? In the molecule, there are several functional groups, and each functional group has a vibration like this. So, how much energy is required for such type of the vibration? And every group has a functional, or you can say has a characteristic frequency. Suppose there is a CH bond. So whether CH bond is present in hydrocarbon or it is present in other type of the compound, the frequency will change. So here, the functional group, almost all functional group frequency varies from 2000 centimeter inverse to 1400 centimeter inverse. But in the molecule, there are so many types of the bond which vibrate in a complex form, and that indicate between 1400 centimeter inverse to 900 centimeter inverse, and this is known as the fingerprint region. We shall discuss fingerprint region. So first of all, we have to understand what is the IR spectrum. Actually, what happened? IR spectrum is a graph plotted between just see. This is the transmittance percentage, and this is the wavelength, or you can say frequency. So we can get this type of the curve are obtained. So this indicates absorption of the light. If there is a very small transmittance, so there is a maximum absorption. So absorption of IR region radiation, that depends upon the nature of the bond, situation of the bond, and therefore we can study about the molecular structure. So just see, in the molecule there are different energy states. Already we know there is an electronic state. Suppose the molecule is in ground state, so this is the ground state energy level, and this is the highest energy state of one energy state. So in every energy state there are different vibrational states. Suppose this is the vibrational state, like this. Vibrational state. We represent vibrational as V is equal to 0, V is equal to 1, V is equal to 2, V is equal to 3, V is equal to 4, like this. So these are the vibrational states. We can understand that suppose there is a diatomic molecule and such type of the vibration take place, this is considered to be a simple harmonic motion. So in terms of energy well, potential energy well, we can represent as a hyperbola, as a parabola. So this is the one vibrational state, second, third, fourth, fifth. So these are the different vibrational states. Vibrational state, like this. Here it is the potential energy. Potential energy. So, in short, I would like to say that in IR spectra, molecule absorb radiation of IR region, particularly 4000 centimeter inverse to 667 centimeter inverse. And this type of the graph are obtained. So actually what happened? As soon as radiation of this range incident upon the molecule absorb energy and vibration take place. So vibration may be of different type. That depends upon the characteristics of the bond. So first of all, we shall discuss about the principle of the IR spectra. Principle of IR spectra. Principle. What is the energy of the vibrational state? Energy. So energy, it is equal to V plus half h nu. This is the energy of the vibrational state. This energy can vary. Suppose if V is equal to 0, means molecule is in the ground state. So what shall be energy of the molecule? So E0, this is equal to 0 plus half h nu, and this is the half h nu. This is called as the 0 point energy. 0 point energy. If you put the value of V is equal to 1, you will get, if V is equal to 1, E1 it is equal to 1 plus half h nu. It is equal to 3 by 2 h nu. Like this. So we understand that the energy required for the vibration depends upon the nature of the bond. Just see. So what shall be difference? What shall be difference of the energy? This is the V1 and this is the V0. So you can say delta E, it is equal to how much? This is the V0. We can say V0 plus half h nu minus, V1 plus half h nu minus V0 plus half h nu. Difference of energy. This is the energy V1, vibration quantum number 1. This is the ground state. Difference of energy. Difference of energy is this one. You can write it as V1 minus V0 h nu delta E. So in this way, difference of energy. So in every bond there is a difference of energy, and that difference of energy lies in the range of IR spectra. Now another thing, how the frequency of vibration. I have told you that IR spectra is a vibrational rotational spectra, means there is a change in vibration and the frequency depends upon the magnitude of the vibration. There is another factor, means how frequency of vibration of a diatomic molecule depends upon strength of the bond and the molar mass, molecular mass. Just see, because I say that diatomic molecule is a oscillator. Just see, this is atom A and this is the atom B. Both atoms are joined by a spring. So what will happen? They may go here, they may go here. So vibration of this type take place. So this type of the displacement or vibration, oscillation, you can say it is a simple harmonic motion. So if it is a simple harmonic motion, so we can apply Hooke's law. Hooke's law. So how we can say Hooke's law? According to Hooke's law, if frequency is represented in terms of wave number, nu bar, wave number. So nu bar is equal to 1 upon 2 pi c under root k upon mu. This is the Hooke's law. So according to Hooke's law, why we apply Hooke's law? Because this system means diatomic molecule joined by the spring, it can be had as a simple oscillator. So there is a simple harmonic motion. So if there is a simple harmonic motion, the frequency in terms of wave number, it depends upon the K. This is the K. K means force constant. Force constant. Force constant. Dyne per centimeter. This is the force constant. Second, mu. Mu is reduced mass. Reduced mass. It is equal to m1 m2 upon m1 plus m2. Like this. This is the mass of the atom 1. Suppose this is the m1 and mass of atom B, it is m2. So what shall be reduced mass? M1, M2, M1, M2, M1, M2 upon M1 plus M2. So just see, the frequency is dependent upon force constant and reduced mass. Just take the example. In molecular structure determination, we also study about the nature of the bond present in the molecule. Suppose there is a aliphatic hydrocarbon. So aliphatic hydrocarbon may be alkane, may be alkene, may be alkyne. So how we can understand that the molecule is alkane, molecule is alkene, molecule is alkyne? that can be understood with the help of higher spectra. Higher spectra is nothing but the percentage of transmittance versus wavelength or frequency. So just see here, the frequency is dependent upon the K. So let us see, suppose it is, this is the alkane. So is alkane by K. K means dyne per centimeter. Dyne per centimeter, force constant. For methane, ethane, not methane, but because there is a no carbon-carbon bond, this is the ethane, you can say ethane. Ethane. So force constant is 5 into 10 to the power 5 dyne per centimeter. This is the value of force constant. This force constant represents the bond strength. Yeah, bond length. For single bond, it is 1.54 angstrom. This is the bond length. Now, it has a characteristic frequency. If we put the value of K, mu, C, pi, and we shall get this one. If I know frequency, pi, C, mu, we can calculate value of K. So for this one, there is a particular frequency that represents the molecule has a single carbon-carbon bond. Now second, suppose the molecule has a carbon-carbon double bond. How to identify? So in case of carbon-carbon double bond, just see, strength will be 2 times. Value of K will be 2 times. So we shall say 10 into 10 to the power 5 dyne per centimeter. This is the strength. And corresponding to this one, just see here, if the value of K is increased, value of mu bar will increase. If the mu is constant. So exactly you will find that there is a shift in frequency depending upon the nature of the bond. In case of single bond, this is the value of K. In case of double bond, this one. Here bond length is 1.33 angstrom. So bond length is decreasing. Very clear. If the bond length is small, vibration is not so much easy as in case of single bond. So for vibration, we have to require higher energy. Similarly, you can understand about the triple bond like this. This is the alkene, this is the alkyne, and the value of K will be 15 into 10 to the power 5 dyne per centimeter. Here it is 29 angstrom. So in this way, Fuchsula is very much useful to understand about the molecular structure, means nature of the bond, whether the bond is single bond, bond is double bond, or bond is triple bond. Mass also, how mass affect frequency. If mass are higher, mu will be high. Mu, if the value of mu is greater, so what will be? Frequency will decrease. Frequency will decrease. Just see, frequency decrease means it moves toward higher region. Higher region. So in this way, we can understand about the effect of the K as well as effect of the mu. Now, second thing, in case of IR spectra is selection rule. Selection rule. Selection rule. Selection rule. Here delta V is equal to plus minus 1. Means change in vibration V0 to V1 or V1 to V2 or V2 to V3. So the absorption is of such type that difference of energy between two vibrational levels will be either plus or minus 1. So this is the selection rule for the IR spectrum. Now we have understand that the whole vibrational spectra depends upon the type of the vibration. So we have to understand the types of the vibration. So if I say that type of the vibration is diaphragm atomic molecule. Type of vibration in diatomic molecule. One should be very clear that either vibration should be of stretching or bending. Only two types of them, stretching or bending. And one should be very clear that the molecule may be linear molecule or molecule may be bent molecule. So mode of vibration in simple form we can say mode of vibration. Mode of vibration number 8 for linear molecule. For linear molecule. it is equal to 3n minus 5. 3n minus 5. Linear number. For example, CO2. CO2, linear number. For vector molecule, the mode of vibration will be 3n minus 6. Yet over. So, first of all, we should be very clear that the mode of vibration for a linear molecule will be different. Here is the number of atoms in the molecule. For example, just see CO2. So I say carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide. N equal to 3, and therefore mode of vibration will be 3 into 3 minus 5 equal to 4. So how many mode of vibration in this one? Just see. This is the one mode of vibration called as symmetrical vibration. Symmetrical stretching. Symmetrical stretching. 1. Second will be this is the asymmetrical. Asymmetrical stretching. Asymmetrical stretching. And third is bending. This is the bending. Bending. There are two types of the bending. One is like this, this. This is one type of the bending, and this is the another type of the bending. Another type of the bending. So, just see, for a linear molecule, there are 4 types of the vibrational mode. This is the symmetrical stretching like this. Oxygen, both oxygen atoms go away from the carbon and come near to the carbon like this. So this is the symmetrical stretching or symmetrical vibration. Second, one oxygen come near to the carbon and another oxygen go away from the carbon like this. Carbon, this oxygen come to the carbon like this, and this oxygen go away from it like this. This oxygen come near to the carbon and this go away from carbon. When this will come near to the carbon, it will go away from the carbon. So there are 2 types of the stretching. One is the symmetrical and another is asymmetrical. And there is a bending vibration and there are 2 modes of bending vibration. So in next lecture, we shall study about the different modes of vibration in stretching or in bending. In bending, we shall discuss about the different modes: welding, scissoring, twisting. So all these are different types of the vibration, and we shall discuss it later on. Thank you very much.